This is the one video that you must watch before joining the IIT Madras BS Data Science course. By the end of this video, you will be educated about each and every detail of the course because this video is going to cover everything about the course. We will talk about the admission criteria, the qualifier exam, fees, honest student experience, and obviously the most important part, placement. So please watch this video till the end, subscribe to this channel now, and let's get started. So you've stumbled across the IIT Madras BS Data Science course and now you are curious how to join the course, what are its eligibility criteria, and what are the modes through which you can get admission. So there are actually two modes of admission to this program, the JEE mode and the qualifier route. So we will get to know about this in detail and many other things. So subscribe to this channel right now and let's get started. So first let's talk about the eligibility of the course, as in what is the minimum criteria that everyone should fulfill in order to enroll in this course. So the minimum criteria to enroll in this course is that you at least need to be 12th passed from any stream, which means that no matter how much percentage you've made and which stream you had chosen, if you've passed the 12th exam and even if it was from art stream, you can join this course. Now, though the course allows students from any stream, it is a very important fact that the course is very maths intensive. And if you haven't studied maths in 11th, 12th, you have to devote extra time to it. And it is a very important factor to consider before joining this course. So now that we've covered the minimum eligibility criteria, now let's move to the modes of admission through which you can enter the course. So one of the two routes to the IIT Madras BS Data Science program is through JEE Mains. So if you've passed the JEE Mains cutoff and you're qualified for JEE Advanced, then you can directly enroll in the course at any term for the next 2 years if I'm not mistaken. Please cross-check that. And yeah, you will be directly enrolled through this and your classes will start. A common doubt people ask is whether we have to give the qualifier exam through the JEE route. So you don't have to give the qualifier exam, but you have to give the exam on the qualifier date. It would be a quiz one exam, not the qualifier exam. You are already entered in the course, but you do need to give the monthly offline exam. Though either of the two quizzes is compulsory, but if you will skip one, it might affect your grades. Now let's talk about the normal admission route to the program, which is the qualifier mode of admission. So in order to enroll through the qualifier route, you need to give the qualifier exam, which is an offline exam consisting of 4 subjects held at exam centers across India. It is of 4 hours of duration and it consists of 4 subjects: English, computational thinking, maths, and stats. In order to pass the qualifier, you need to have an aggregate average of 50% minimum, and in each subject, you need to have at least 40%. Talking about the difficulty of the exam, it is very easy relative to JEE Mains, and for students who have studied maths in 11th and 12th, it's going to be simpler. But if you haven't studied maths in 11th and 12th, then you have to allocate more time to maths and it would be relatively harder for you to qualify. But with consistent and extra efforts, you can do that. English is going to be of, I guess, 10th, 11th level. It would be relatively easy. Stats have some concepts of 11th, 12th, maths, and some new concepts, though it's mostly gonna be formula based and calculator would be provided in the qualifier exam, so it would be very manageable. And computational thinking is going to be something new if you are not exposed to programming before, and it would be from very basic, but you need to allocate more time if it's a new subject to you. After enrollment, you will 4 weeks of content and an online assignment after every week. After those 4 weeks, you will have the offline qualifier exam. And if you are consistent and devote good efforts in those 4 weeks, it's very likely that you will qualify. And even if you don't, there would be a reattempt after 1 month for which you have to pay extra fees of 1500. And the fees for qualifier exam registration is 3000. And even if you still don't qualify in the reattempt, it's again fine. The qualifier exam is conducted thrice in a year, so there would be again many more opportunities for you to come. And if you pass in the qualifier exam, congratulations, you are now enrolled in the IIT Madras BS Data Science course. You just need to then register for the further details and pay the course fees, and your classes will directly get started. So that's it for the IIT Madras BS Data Science admissions eligibility and exam. I've already made many more detailed video about everything related to IIT Madras and going to be making many more. So subscribe to this channel now. What is the IIT Madras BS Data Science course fees and what is actually taught in the course? What kind of subjects would be taught? Is there any scholarship? And is the curriculum industry relevant? Let's get to know that in this video. So subscribe to the channel and let's get started. So the total 4-year fees of the program is 3,51,000. Though you can complete the course in 4 to 8 years, the course is divided into the following levels. First there is foundational, then there is diploma, and then there is the degree level. So obviously the course is about data science and programming. Now data science is an highly adjacent field to machine learning and deep learning, and you will see detailed courses especially about machine learning and deep learning, which is an highly relevant field of current times. In the foundational level, you will have basic courses about Python, computational thinking, maths, and statistics, which will build the basic fundamental concepts, which will be then used in the diploma and degree level. So the diploma level will have courses like machine learning techniques, machine learning tools, where you will learn the most important machine learning libraries. And then there will also be courses which are highly relevant in the enterprise, like database management system and Java. And also there will be projects where you will build practical applications. And in the final degree year, you will have an option to choose the deep learning course, which will cover the latest deep learning architectures and even transformers, which is relevant in the creation of tools like ChatGPT. And also there will be a lot of choices to choose the electives in the final year, and it will have electives like computer vision, reinforcement learning, large language models, so which will help you specialize in the domain and have experience with the technologies which will be used in the industry. So in order to sum it up, I wouldn't say the course is at the cutting edge of industry, but it does cover the fundamental concepts and has very important industry relevant courses on top of which you can build your learning on your own. So if you're interested in data science and machine learning, you can definitely opt for this course. But again, disclaimer, it's going to be a very intensive course. You will have monthly exams. So please be sure that you will be self-motivated and complete the course. So that's it for this video. This video will be a complete guide to the actual student experience after you enroll in the IIT Madras BS Data Science course. How are classes conducted? What is your day-to-day studies like? How often are the exams? And my personal honest review of the course. So subscribe to this channel now and let's get started. Most of your study experience, especially in the early days, would be online. So let's talk about the online student life. So as you guys know, the curriculum is divided into various courses and you complete each course in one term, and one term is roughly of 3.5 months, that is 12 weeks, and in each week you have a graded assignment which will impact your total score. Now weekly assignments are a great way to keep your progress in check, but students often try getting the PDF solution and copy pasting the answers, or they sometimes just ask ChatGPT the solution. But practices like these are really not recommended and are against the student honor code and will eventually impact your grades. Now talking about the classes are both live and recorded. The pre-recorded lectures are by the professors and the content is divided for each week. The content is very in-depth, but sometimes students do feel that the classes sometimes are boring. Apart from that, you also have weekly live lectures in which you can also ask your doubt to the instructor. The best part is that there is no attendance policy, so you can learn in a way that is suitable for you. And because of the fact that so many students have joined this course, there is plethora of content available of this course on the internet. For example, there are many YouTube channels like me teaching and guiding you in the course. Apart from weekly graded assignments, there is in-person offline exam which is composed of quizzes and end term, each having 1 month of gap. Though it is not compulsory to attend both the quizzes, it is just mandatory to attend one. But in order to ensure good marks, it is advised to attend both the quizzes, and end term is compulsory. You need to travel to the offline exam center to give these exam roughly every month, which is usually a bit distant from your home. So traveling can be a hassle for some people. The exams are conducted on Sundays, so it's not often the case that the exam dates will collide with your college exam dates if you're doing dual degree. How much time you devote to studying depends on person to person. But if we talk about what IIT Madras advises, so it advises 10 hours per week per course. And as you guys know, you can choose the number of courses you take per term, but it is also subject to your course clearing capability, which is dependent on your CGPA. The maximum amount of courses you can take per term is 4. Now, if you're a dual degree student, you can take less courses per term because managing your college degree and this IIT Madras online degree simultaneously can be a bit hectic, and taking less courses per term can reduce the stress a bit. And if you're pursuing this degree as a standalone, obviously you will have more time to devote to this degree. But it can be the case that your daily life gets a bit boring because just staying alone in a room and studying is not for everyone, and the lack of socialization and interacting with your peers in real life. So please take this fact into account when joining this course as a standalone. But there might be official meetups in your city, maybe once or twice a year, in which you can interact. And obviously there is a Paradox Fest for 4 days, and it is no doubt an amazing experience. And you do get an opportunity to network with your peers. And if you maintain a CGPA of 8 or plus, then you will have a chance to stay in the IIT Madras campus and study at the degree level. So that's a good thing to consider. And if you get done with the course with a good CGPA, 8 plus or 8.5 plus, then you will have the opportunity to study, to directly enroll in MSIT Ropar without giving GATE. So that's also a great initiative by both the institutes. And you can interact with the degree students online also. There are several Discord server, Telegram groups, including my Discord server, which you can join through the link in bio. So in order to sum things up, if you're really interested in data science and machine learning, and you can push yourself on your own to study and complete the assignments and give the exams, then this course is going to be a great choice for you. But you do need to factor in the fact that you need to study alone if you're pursuing this course as a standalone. And also, though the lectures are very well structured, they can be a bit boring to a lot of students. So yeah, that's it for this video. This video is going to be the complete guide about the placements of the IIT Madras BS Data Science course. We will talk about the average CTC, the number of students placed, the internship and higher education data. So subscribe to this channel now and let's get started. So the first revelation about the placement data is through a Dainik Bhaskar article, in which it is claimed that 2,500 students are placed and have received promotion. It further claimed that the highest package was 80 lakh rupees, and student got placed into top companies like Adobe, IBM and Cisco, and 850 plus student went for further studies into prestigious institutions like Harvard, Columbia, Cornell, etc. Now, this was the first major announcement ever since the launch of the course, and students were pleased to hear the positive news. But many key data points were missing in this report, and then came an RTI report in which IIT Madras had to reveal the official data. By the way, if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please do that now, and please share this video with your friends so that they also get informed. And in this RTI report, IIT Madras released a very important data, which was the placement statistics about the students who were directly placed through IIT Madras. So the data revealed that a total of 210 students received placement and internship, and 35 students got enrolled in apprenticeship. The average internship stipend was 29,500 and the average annual package for the placements was 9,25,000. Now this amount of compensation is really amazing and would even beat many decent offline colleges. Now there is one important fact to consider in this data which many people who sing praises of the IIT Madras course unfortunately miss, which is that the total number of students who have enrolled in this course is more than 30,000. Now in that light, watching the measly figure of 210 for the total number of students who got placed and got internship seems very concerning. This means that IIT Madras directly could place only a very small percentage of the total number of students enrolled in the course, but this can also be attributed to the fact that very less number of students get through the diploma in foundational level, and which is a point of concern in itself that the students are not able to retain the course. But there is still some nice news remaining. Talking about the self-secured placement and internship data, in the past 8 months, 256 students secured internship, 821 received job offers, and 1,745 students were admitted to higher education programs. Now, this reveals that even though IIT Madras directly could not place students, but a very large number of students have secured it through their own efforts, cashing the degree tag of the prestigious IIT Madras. And when so many students get placed and get higher education opportunities, the network effect of the degree multiplies. So indeed, this course can really upskill you, and the tag of IIT Madras will offer you great opportunities, but you have to make the effort on your own. You need to make serious efforts studying alone and reaching the degree level, and then you might need to apply and find opportunities on yourself. But if you are able to do that, then indeed this course will ensure a very great future for you. So that's it for this video. Subscribe to this channel for more such videos, and I will see you very soon. Peace.